Hello, friends. Welcome to Planet Movie, where the classic meets the fantastic. And this video will be my quick and dirty review with some spoilers of Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom. I want to preface my review with saying I'm a die-hard DC fan. I don't mean just the movies, I mean all the characters, comics, and the image of DC. It's my brand. With that said, I supported the DCEU and made sure I went to watch every new movie. I'm going to review Aquaman 2 before I even review the first Aquaman, which wasn't perfect, but I love. Aquaman had been a character for everybody to ridicule in the past, but I can't understand why. He's an awesome character and superhero. He is the perfect underwater superhero. In the first Aquaman movie, directed by James Wan, Aquaman was very badass and heroic and to be taken seriously. He's not a joke. But I'm sorry to say that Aquaman 2 sets Aquaman's reputation back to being a punchline, and it does unabashedly so. Anyway, the plot for Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom is as follows. Arthur becomes king of Atlantis, but juggles his kingly duties in Atlantis with his fatherly duties with his baby son back on dry land. Meanwhile, Black Manta has not forgotten the ass whooping he got in the previous movie. Black Manta has also improved his manta suit with technology with the help of his scientist partner and has also amassed an underwater evil army to help him carry out his evil deeds. While searching for, I forget what, Black Manta discovers the Black Trident. The Black Trident has mystical powers and is tied to an ancient evil lord. When Black Manta takes the Black Trident, the spirit of the Dark Lord awakens and offers Manta unimaginable power if he obeys his order to sacrifice the bloodline of the Atlantean royalty, namely Aquaman and his baby son. Because the Dark Lord has a thirst for vengeance, it aligns with Manta's if he accepts, of course. All sorts of mayhem ensues, so he goes and teams up with his primary enemy in Aquaman 1, his brother Orm, the Ocean Master, who's been in prison since the last movie. Arthur and Orm team up, defeat Black Manta and his minions, and Arthur saves his son and Atlantis. Arthur and Orm rebuild their broken relationship as brothers. The end. I know I missed a lot more details, but that is the basic plot. So I mentioned that this movie makes Aquaman a joke again. Somewhat. However, I don't think that was director James Wan's intention. James Wan intended to portray Aquaman more seriously, and he did that in the first movie. In Aquaman 2, we see things like Arthur hanging his suit on a clothesline to dry, supposedly. His Aquaman suit. That was stupid. His son pees on him while Arthur is trying to change his diaper. Haha. So dumb. He tricks Orm into eating a cockroach. A cockroach. A huge cockroach. Hella stupid. He even crunches it when he bites it, and then he likes it. You see where I'm going with this? Basically, in this movie, Aquaman is made out to be a big meathead instead of the reluctant hero who has an actual character arc in the first movie. Aquaman is dwindled down to, let's say, dumbass Thor in those movies, which are all unfunny comedies. They're not superhero movies. The thing is, I really like Jason Momoa as Aquaman, and it's a shame the powers that be decided to dumb down Aquaman. If I recall correctly, Aquaman 2 is a movie that has been butchered to death by reshoots ordered by the powers that be, execs like Peter Safran and James Gunn. I'd been following many people that review DCEU movies since the release of Man of Steel. I've been following all the drama and goings-on at Warner Brothers, which had always been my favorite studio and entertainment entity for a long time, and it just breaks my heart that the DCEU ends the way it's ending, with flop after flop, all because of executives meddling with the director's vision. Here are the things that I really didn't like about Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom. Number one, the fact that Arthur alludes to Aquaman being considered a joke to people. And he says, paraphrasing, people consider me a joke because I talk to fish or blah, 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 blah. Why would you have Aquaman say this? It just tells me that someone wanted Aquaman pushed back into joke status. All that work that went into creating Aquaman into a badass was ruined in this movie. Dumb. Just dumb decisions by Warner Brothers. The second thing that I didn't like was the Marvel-esque jokes. Yeah, when Warner Brothers Discovery decided the best thing to do was to make DC heroes comedians like in Marvel, that was the beginning of the end. Too many quips, jokes, pratfalls, and forced buddy cop situations in Aquaman 2. Number 3. Cockroach eating. That's all I'll say. Here are the things that I did like about Aquaman 2. Number 1. Visually, still stunning. I love the spectacle of Atlantis. The creatures, buildings, vehicles are all very well done by the VFX department. The CG for the underwater world is very close to Avatar 2. Number 2. Black Manta. I think Black Manta is one of the best villains in DC lore. Yahya Mateen does a great job again in portraying how driven and villainous Black Manta is. Number 3. Aquaman's seahorse. I was happy to see Storm make it to the big screen. I think he's a beautiful creature and a noble conduit between Arthur and the creatures of the sea. A noble steed. So, to sum up, Aquaman 2 is a very sad ending to the DCEU. The DCEU started with a spectacular bookend made of steel and ended with a bookend made of a banana peel. It didn't have to be this way if it weren't for the cluelessness of the people in charge at Warner Brothers Discovery. I really hoped there was a chance that Aquaman 2 wasn't going to be as bad as I had heard, but alas, it is the disappointment people said it was. Overall, I give Aquaman 2 The Lost Kingdom 1.5 stars out of 5. I don't know if it's still in theaters at this point, but you know, when it's on HBO Max, just watch it for the hell of it, and you'll see what I mean. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like the video if this is the content that resonates with you. Subscribe to Planet Movie, where the classic meets the fantastic. Thanks for watching.